Why does eating less often backfire? One of the most common things I see with clients is that they eat less, they skip meals, trying to be disciplined, and somehow their results get worse. That doesn't mean eating less never works. It means how and when you eat matters far more than people realize. Most people don't eat less often because they don't care. They do it because they are trying to be disciplined. They will eat fewer meals and snack less because this makes them feel more in control. Reducing how often you eat can be a useful tool in the right context. But what I see with real clients is that when meal frequency drops without adjusting intake or structure, problems start to show up. When people eat too infrequently, energy levels often drops during the day. Training sessions start to feel heavier, focus is lower, and recovery between sessions slows down. Hunger doesn't disappear, it just gets pushed to later. So people arrive at meals overly hungry and mentally tired, which turns eating into something reactive instead of planned. From a nutritional point of view, this usually leads to inconsistent protein intake. Meals are missed, then overloaded. Carbohydrates don't support training properly, and intake becomes uneven across the day. On paper, calories may still look controlled, but the structure underneath isn't stable. Fat loss works best when training quality, recovery, and nutrition are aligned. When meals are too far apart, training performance often drops. When performance drops, people either train less effectively or push harder to compensate. That combination usually leads to fatigue, frustration, and stalled progress. Eating less often doesn't automatically improve fat loss. In many cases, it makes the process harder to sustain over time. I always advise my clients that the real goal isn't to eat as little or as infrequent as possible. The goal is to eat in a way that supports the training we're doing. That means regular access to protein meals that support performance and intake that matches training demands. When food supports training, training quality improves. When training quality improves, consistency improves. And when consistency improves, fat loss becomes far easier to maintain. This isn't about eating more or less often, it's about eating appropriately. If you've tried eating less often and it hasn't worked, ask yourself this: did your energy improve or did it drop? Did your training feel supported or harder? Did the structure feel stable or reactive? Those answers usually explain what went wrong. Eating less often isn't the problem by itself. The problem is when nutrition doesn't support the work you're asking your body to do. Fat loss doesn't come from restriction alone. It comes from alignment between your food, training, and recovery. When nutrition supports performance and consistency, progress becomes much easier to sustain. If you want calm, practical explanations around training, nutrition, and long-term health, you can subscribe and follow along.